Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. About to put toe to leather and get this thing started. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Scott. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll move the tight end. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the run, it's Scott. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He didn't make it. He's down at the 32, and that'll be 3 yards short of the line to gain and bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, North Dakota State! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Under fire. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
There he goes! Open it up! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's caught. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunk.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, North Dakota State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The run inside. It's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Henry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Fights off a defender. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Running inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Collins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. The offense changing the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Garcia. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. Ran through the tackle, and he smashes his way through again. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Going to the run, it's Bernard. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Under fire. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
I understand the approach. Let's just get to halftime, right? You're trailing, not in a good position to go after more points. Play conservative, go into halftime, make some adjustments.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? From the red zone, it's Scott. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And the punishment has been extended.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air on 1st down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play, just couldn't secure the catch.
Here's a heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for room. It's Bernard. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Finds his man, it's Collins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Runs through a tackle.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Back to the ground with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finding an escape route. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running inside, it's Scott. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty.
Down, ready. 129, ready, go.
Trying to run, it's Scott. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Creates a little space. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the move. Hard running there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. On target. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. The run inside. It's Scott.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fake spike now looking to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And they try to pull off the fake spike and, rush to the line of scrimmage. We're trying to clock it, save clock, and you're trying to catch the defense napping, but very unsuccessful on this play. Little gimmick play for us.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right.